Hello Culers, it's Pablo here and welcome back to Barca Universal and welcome to the match preview of Granada versus Barcelona as Xavi's side swiftly returned to La Liga action following our progression in the Copa del Rey midweek. We are now in the round of 16 of that competition after beating Linares Deportivo 2-1 away from home. For Barca, this game here against Granada will actually be our final game before heading out to Saudi Arabia to compete in the Spanish Supercopa. And we know, guys, that now in La Liga, we're within touching distance of La Liga's top four, and that a victory away to Robert Moreno's Granada could certainly get us there. So without any further ado, let's get on with this match preview. And this clash here will be coming to us live at 6:30 PM Spanish time locally there in Spain, and it is going to be coming to us, of course, away from home at Los Cármenes in Granada. In terms of how the La Liga table looks, this is how things are looking, guys. As you can see, and as you know, we're now in a much better place, but of course tomorrow could be huge in terms of, keeping up that winning momentum. We don't just want to slip away now in the league, if you like. We really have got to keep winning, and actually elsewhere in La Liga this weekend, there are some good fixtures to look out for, and some teams certainly could be dropping points again. Real Sociedad take on Celta Vigo, you've got Real Madrid up against Valencia, Rayo Vallecano up against Betis, that should be a really good one actually. Sevilla play Getafe, and then also to finish the match week, Villarreal will face Atlético de Madrid, so some good games there, guys, watch out for them. And it is actually quickly worth noting before we go any further that we do have some Barca news to cover, if you like. Barcelona have actually just completed the loan departure of Felipe Coutinho, who will now join Aston Villa on loan until the end of the season. That has a buy option of around 40 million euros. His departure, as well as a few other moves hopefully in the next few days, should allow us to register Ferran Torres very soon. And also actually just now, guys, Barca have been drawn away from home to Athletic Club in the round of 16 of the Copa del Rey. That game will be played as a one-legged tie, so no return leg. It will be decided at San Mamés, and that will take place once we return from the Super Cup in Saudi Arabia. And let's kickstart then with the actual match preview, and let's begin by talking about our opponents in Granada, who currently sits 13th in La Liga, and of course, guys, they are actually managed by former Spain assistant and then head coach Robert Moreno, who incidentally actually also worked under Luis Enrique at Barcelona. But I think when we're talking about Granada, I think, since their return to the top flight, they've been very, very impressive. I think especially, and you look at previous campaigns under Diego Martinez, then we always spoke about that, didn't we? They've been really, really good. But I think actually, since Diego Martinez moved on in the summer, I do think Granada have weakened this season. I really do. I think under Robert Moreno, they've been a bit up and down. Although, having said that, I think right now, they're quite up. We maybe catch Granada here at quite a bad time, as they're actually unbeaten in La Liga since November when they lost at home to Real Madrid, and they've actually avoided defeat in each of their last 6 games, 3 wins, 3 draws. So rocking up here to Los Cármenes on Saturday, I'm expecting a tough game, and I think the Barca players and staff will be too. So look, I think when approaching this game, we should be confident. We're in quite a good moment right now. We've got quite a lot of confidence behind us. But I think we'll also recognise that, look, Granada, they'll give us a tough game. I think they always do, actually. They have done in the past. Of course, already this season, we've played them and drawn at the Camp Nou. That was the famous game where we played 54 crosses in a match under Ronald Koeman. That was a record at the time. And of course, guys, I think none of us forget that famous defeat to Granada last campaign, right at the end of the season, the 2-1 defeat at the Camp Nou. That felt like a symbolic defeat that lost us La Liga. And moving on to Barcelona then, who, as I say, do come into this clash with quite a good amount of confidence. As I say, the end of 2021 was quite good for Xavi's side. The start of 2022 has been quite positive too. We've got, a lot of absences in the team right now, but we are grinding out victories. We are improving. We are developing. And I just think in this current moment for Barcelona, things are working quite well on and off the pitch. We are progressing nicely, but football can change very, very quickly. And I think tomorrow's game away to Granada, it will be another tough game for Xavi's side. I really do think that. I think it's going to be a tough match. I really do. It's going to be hostile away from home. I think you consider the fact that this will be Barcelona's 3rd game in just 6 days. We've got game, 2 days rest, game. It's just, constant right now. And with the amount of absences we've had, that's really tough on the team. A lot of the same players are going to have to playing again, and again. So I think, again, tomorrow, all the focus in tomorrow's fixture will be on getting those 3 points. This will be a tough, like I said, it will be a hostile away game. I think it'll be quite similar actually to the away game we played against Osasuna, just under a month ago now. But I think also it's one that Barca know they can win. I think if we play the way we've been playing of late, we are going to create chances. We will dominate the ball for the majority of the 90 minutes. It's all about, again though, being strong in defence. It really is. Again, we'll be looking to Gerard Piqué really for that solidity at the back. He's been very, very good for us and crucial in recent matches actually. So for Barca, look, we should come into it with confidence. We know this is going to be tough. It's going to be a rough game, but I think we can have good expectations coming into this sort of clash. So then let's get down to business. The classic question nowadays for Barca when we approach matches: who is actually available? I think again, with late COVID tests coming in, with tests on the day of games, and of course the squad list only being announced until the day of the game, we can only really predict who's going to be available. Though from what we're hearing, Dest is back, Balde's back, and Pablo are all back as they've tested negative for COVID. Although I think this game will be coming just about too soon for Pedri and Sulfati, and perhaps even Memphis Depay too, and also Ferran Torres, who isn't expected to be involved just yet. He's recovering from an injury, and I don't think he's going to be registered in time either. However, all 4 of those names that I've just mentioned there, big players in our attack certainly, they should all be on the plane to Saudi Arabia to take on Real Madrid and then hopefully the final 2. So how will Barca line up tomorrow? This is how I think we could be lining up for this sort of clash. You got ter Stegen, of course, back in goal. He was rested midweek. I think Mingueza will play right back. Araujo is injured, of course, as is Frenkie de Jong. So Barca, they're without a few players here. But I think Mingueza will get the nod ahead of Dani Alves and anyone else really at that right-back role. It also allows Barca to kind of have, that hybrid of a back 3. You've got Piqué and Eric Garcia next to him there, and then Jordi Alba at left-back who can push on. In midfield, I think Busquets, of course, will be at the heart of the midfield. I think Nico, again, will start. And then I'd bring Xavi straight back in. Of course, it depends on, how bad his COVID symptoms were. But I think if he didn't have any symptoms, he should be okay. And he should be ready to start this game, especially when you consider the fact that De Jong's injured, Pedri's injured, and I just don't think that Ricky Puig's been up to the level of Barcelona, especially not in a big La Liga away match like this. I think we need Xavi back in there. And then up front, I think Dembele will get the start on the right. A lot of controversy, of course, around Dembele right now, but I think for now, anyway, he'll continue playing. Let's see what decision is taken about him, though, as the season goes on. I think Luke de Jong, again, will get the start up front. He's scored, of course, in his last game and played well, so let's hope he can get himself on the score sheet again. And then Ferran Jutgla, who's also in very good form, I think will start a left wing with so many absences in attack too. So moving on then to match predictions, here is how you guys are feeling. Again, in very confident mood. I think that's only natural really with the way we've been playing. The results are positive. As I said, off the pitch is positive. So you guys are hopeful. You guys are predicting either a Barca win by 1 goal or a Barca win by 2 goals. So confident mood for you guys too. And actually, I'm going to agree. Maybe I'm going a bit too optimistic, but my prediction has been good of late. Granada 0, Barca 2. I've gone for a 2-0 Barcelona win away from home. I do think this is going to be a tough game. I do think that the players of Barcelona will be getting tired now. As I said, 3rd game in 6 days. It's not ideal, but I think Xavi's side are progressing well. Hopefully we will recover a few players for this fixture. The likes of Gavi will come back in. I think the lineup is strong enough. It's familiar enough for Xavi. So let's see what we can conjure up in this sort of fixture. As ever, leave all of your thoughts in the comments down below. I'll be here after tomorrow's game to recap it all, and goodbye.